Alright, trying something new today. We're trying to blue-white Sharkblade. The deck looks really fun. I don't know how good it actually is, but it looks fun. I put a mold to 6. I'm gonna keep this. It has turn 2 Stoneforge. Hopefully this will find us some interaction. They took the opt. It's probably not good for me that they took that. Also, drawing the Batter Skull when we have double Stoneforge in our hand is very unfortunate. Something tells me this thing's not gonna live. We're playing as Bug. Okay. Interesting. Are they just gonna trophy the Batter Skull, I guess? I mean, there's not really much I can do about that. Because our draws have been pretty garbage. Unless I just take this damage and I put in a sort of Feast and Famine. Maybe that works out. Like, they definitely have the trophy. I'm gonna put in a Feast and Famine. And then I'm gonna equip it on the untap. That way we have like a blocker. I don't think it's worth attacking. I think I'd rather just pass. Yeah. Well. Because what, then I snap ops. hopefully find a path. And then I can equip the Feast and Famine to the Snapcaster. But then if they have trophy, I die. Yeah, like if they have trophy, then I die. So I guess I just pass still. Because they can't kill this Stoneforge. And I can put in Batterskull end of turn here. Oh, they're gonna spend their turn doing this. So I lose the game if they have a push in hand if I put the Batterskull in play, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna block. And to play around push, I can just equip here. If they have Vapor Snag in their deck, oh well. Stubborn Denial? I really didn't expect that one. I mean, I don't think they can do anything to stop what's going on here, so I'm just gonna pass. Like Liliana the Veil doesn't even do it. Alright, that was scary for a little bit because we didn't draw any paths, but I will take it. Let's see here. Force of Negation seems not very good. Granted, I don't even know what we want here. So I would imagine they have like Uros, which makes me, I think I definitely want the Big Teferi. As Anthonize isn't very good against Abrupt Decay, but Abrupt Decay is kind of gonna wreck our swords and stuff anyways. Like, they're gonna have targets for it eventually. So I think there's a good argument to have Aether Gust, but they have... I guess we probably have to keep him forced because of Liliana the Veil. But we have other counter spells. Playing through Liliana is a pain though. They have stubs too. The stubs, I did not expect them to discard a stub or denial. They have creeping tar pits, so I would imagine they're not a Death Shadow deck. They're just some mid-range deck. I don't know that the forces do enough. I don't think we want to be 2-for-1ing ourselves. And like a 3-mana counterspell is not bad, but we already have those, and then the Logic Knots and Mana Leak. So I think it makes sense to just shave these. I'm not sure if they have more green spells than, like, I assume they have Uro and Tarmogoyf. That's all we really saw, so I'm not sure if that Aether Gust is really worth it in that scenario. If this hand had second land, I would snap keep it. Because spell snare is strong, like very strong against Tarmogoyf. I put him ult to 6. I am a fan of this hand. I'm gonna put back, I think, the snap. Yeah, I'm gonna put back the snap. I'd rather keep the Jace. Just because they're not a lightning bolt deck, so Jace isn't something that they can easily deal with unless they play a creeping tar pit. They have no 2-drop. I definitely don't want that. There we go. Hitting land drops is nice here. Drawing the sword, not so much. They Uroing. Yup. I can't really do much about that. Oh, they don't have a 4th land. That's a pretty big deal for... You can destroy scheduled events, but I still have yet to get a 5-0. I got 4-1 in League last night, lol. I think, I would take the being able to smash scheduled events. The money's way better there. That is funny though. I think I'm just gonna pass and cycle Shark Typhoon. We want to hit our 4th land drop. Our opponent did not play anything. Their hand is like all reactive stuff. I mean, the do nothing plan is pretty fine by me. Missing our 4th land drop sucks. We can still play this Stoneforge here. Made 108 ticks this weekend in chess. Nice. That's a pretty good chunk. I think I'm gonna grab Feast and Famine instead of Batter Skull. So we can actually cast it. I think they're gonna kill the Stoneforge. And if they don't kill the Stoneforge, then we're gonna put equipment in play. Anyways. They drew the 4th land, but just ETB tapped. Oh yeah, if you like just want to wreck your sleep schedule and play in it, it's pretty great. I think in terms of quality of sleep and life, like that side, it's probably not great, but other than that. That's fine. I'm surprised they didn't think that we had the Batter Skull, so why didn't they abrupt decay the Stoneforge? I guess the Feast of Famine is that valuable. Interesting. Yeah, like 19 with 3/3, yeah. Pretty good. They're hitting their land drops now. They discarded a Stubborn Isle against their mana screwed opponent. Very interesting. Man, I feel like I just have to hit a land drop here. I think I'm gonna snap opt. Not hitting our land drops has made this game very difficult. This also puts more pressure on the Teferi, which is relevant. Land, please. It's so weird to see a Planeswalker activation on our turn. Feels really weird. Just. They discarded a Creeping Tar Pit, so they're flooding on lands now? It's interesting. Are they gonna Stubborn Denial this? Cause that's really rude. Mystical Dispute on that? Wow. I mean, they're just gonna Uro here. Hopefully they don't have a Stubborn Denial. they have for 3 mana? Alright, we drew the 4th land. I'm gonna try this first. I mean, I hope they counter this. I'm trying to bait them so I can get this Teferi down. I almost just want to let that resolve. If they have another counter spell, it could be bad. I'm gonna spell snare it. But if they counter the spell snare, then we still get the Teferi. It's just the risk. I don't want to take the risk. Alright. Let's knock this Teferi down. Yeah. I fully expect them to bring back this Uro, and then I'm gonna path it. And then they're probably gonna counter that, and then... Whew. I mean, if they tap out to bring back Uro, this Sword of Fire and Ice is gonna be really strong. I mean, I have a feeling they won't tap out. So they didn't want to shuffle after brainstorming, so they have some good stuff. This is rough. I wonder if our opponent has a fail push, we're in a really bad spot. I'm not gonna path my own Snapcaster. I don't think that's the way we're winning this game. Hopefully I draw another land. That is not another land. Not drawing lands has really sucked. Yeah, I just have to hope they don't have push. I mean, I can kill one of their planeswalkers. I guess I'm supposed to just kill the Jace. But then they're gonna get to Teferi phase out on our turn. So I could attack him and then deal 2 to Teferi, or I can just get the Teferi off the board. This spot is absolutely brutal. I think I just have to kill the Jace. I think I need to draw cards though. Like, I think I need to draw a land. I'm just gonna have to let them brainstorm and hope it's not good. I'm gonna deal 2 to Teferi so they can't phase out our Shark on their turn. Drew a land. It's not the best one in the world, but it's a land. They're gonna get to Uro on their turn and brainstorm. They're gonna get to do a lot of stuff. They're gonna see a lot of cards. We have another path. Well, we have a path. It doesn't take much for them to stranglehold this game, though. Like, as soon as they kill Sword of Fire and Ice, we lose. How do they phase the Shark? If I didn't deal 2 to this, they plus on our turn, then they plus on their turn, then they phase out on our turn using this Teferi. Oh, you're right. I forgot that Pro Blue stops Teferi. That was stupid. We're definitely bringing in Force of Negation. I wonder if they have Mystic Sanctuary in their deck. If they do, we're in a lot of trouble. Because they can Mystic Sanctuary and put Assassin Trophy on top and then draw it with Teferi. That's apparently not the case. They have Kalidas in their deck? Okay. Their deck is a pile. That sucks. We just lost the game, basically. They have Maelstrom Pulse? Also, them having Mystical Dispute in their deck is super annoying. It makes our life very difficult. I think the card I'm least likely to want is the On Thin Ice. Put Misty on top. Yeah, I shouldn't have shot down the Teferi. Because this Jace would be dead. That Maelstrom Pulse is really annoying. So I basically have to. They have Thought Scour in their deck, and Tireless Tracker. Tireless Tracker I kind of expected. I'm very surprised they have Thought Scour in their deck. They put Kalitas in their hand. I wonder if they have a removal spell. Their removal spell are just dead basically. Drown in the lock? Thought Scour makes more sense if you have Drown in the lock. I don't even know what I can draw to win. It's not either of the cards on top of our deck though. I need a Shark Typhoon. That might kind of work. How much mana? We have 6, so I can go 5, 4, 3, and then have counterspell backup. What's up, Static? Was this non-Gruel Life? I want to try it out. Is it actually good? I'm not sure, but I did want to at least give it a shot. I'm just gonna pass now. I don't want them to tap with black mana for Drown in the Lock. The second league today, I'm probably gonna play Gruel. Not 100% on that, but I think it's relatively likely. They don't have a basic swamp in their deck? Oh, they milled it. There's a lot more thinking that goes on in a non-Gruel Life, though. Which, might be unfortunate, might not be, I'm not really sure. I don't think I care. I guess I should just use my mana, though, while I can. Nah, that's fine. I'm gonna put Path on top. I'm just gonna pass for now. They discarded Veil of Summer? Their hand has to be insane to do that.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Tasty? Thanks for the Twitch Prime, I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I think I cryptic here. Because they're gonna phase out. Nah. If they kill the Jace, it's honestly not that big of a deal. They're attacking Jace with the zombie and me with the Goyf. I'm gonna put the Battle Skull into play. Let's see if they let me block. Alright, that's fine. Dude, that looks funky. I'm gonna path the zombie. I'm gonna try to counter draw this. I have a feeling it's not gonna work out very well though. Sure. Their deck is they have double force negation. Playing against this guy is so difficult. They have so much random stuff in their deck. They just failed to find, okay. Oh, I should have Field of Ruin in my upkeep. I think I need to kill off this Teferi, man. This thing is obnoxious. I have to bounce the germ to my hand right now. That Teferi has been so obnoxious. It's a Mystic Sanctuary. I'm not really concerned about taking 7 here. They have more stuff? Oh god. I think I'm stuck logic nodding this. Yeah. This also helps shrink the Goyf. Okay. They have Force of Negation, multiple Stubborn Denials, Thought Scours, Drown to Lock, discard Jace, Liliana, Teferi. I don't know how they found room for everything in their deck. Is Path good enough? I Path the Uro. I attack with Batter Skull. I go up to 5. I think it's the best bet. Yes. I think I'm just dead this game though. I think I didn't draw my 4th land early enough and it's cost kind of everything. Alright, let's path this Uro. Oh, I knew they had no more basics, so I guess I could have played around that by killing one of their lands and then pathing. But then they just untap and get to do that, so I don't know. I don't know if it really matters. That game was just like, we learned a lot more about our opponent's deck. It's just very hard to play around everything they're doing. I'm gonna bring Force of Negation in. They have all these stupid planeswalkers. I don't even know what to cut though. Maybe I don't care about on thin ice on the draw. Or on the play. Like I still have the 4 pass, but they have like Tire Tracker and stuff. But on thin ice isn't very good when they have Abrupt Decay and Assassin's Trophy. Do I want the 3rd one? What would I be shaving? I guess the 3rd opt. Cryptic's not the best against them because they have all this really cheap counter magic. Yeah. Well, it allows me to like bounce Uro and stuff though. I can just bring in only 2 force. I think that's fine. I'm gonna key. If we draw a 3rd land, his hand's really good. It has a path in it, I'm gonna keep it. I'm just not gonna fetch on turn 1. We draw a land our next 2 draw steps and I feel really good. Yeah, I think Teferi's a house in this matchup. They have a discard spell? Okay. We can also I can also cycle the Shark Typhoon and not get a shark off it, which isn't ideal, but yeah, that Thoughtseize like ruined the effectiveness of the better hand though. I'm definitely going to opt instead of cycling Shark Typhoon. Let's opt. Nope. Need lands. There we go. feel like I'm supposed to just logic, not this. I feel like they have a stubborn denial. But if they stubborn now and then I draw a land, I get to Jace. Yeah, I think that's the best out. Is getting them to yeah. It just gives me the out to blow them out by drawing a 4th land. Yeah. I think the stub's gonna get me either way. Well, that's really not what I wanted to draw. I think it's worth taking the risk there because drawing the 4th land is so good. They missed their lane drop. God bless, dude. What were these Shark Typhoons last game? They would have been really good last game. I'm just taking this again. Sure. Can I please hit my land drops? There's a land. I am going to pass. I'm gonna chump block with a shark, and I don't want them to be able to kill one and then still get damage. Kalidas. If I can, I'm gonna fight over this. Actually, I want to overdelve. It's okay. Yeah, this will make the gore smaller. Hopefully they don't have force negation plus blue card. Really? God damn it, dude. A Teferi. Their deck is so wacky. They get to bring back Uro this turn. I'm fine with that, relatively speaking. Not like happy about it, but I'm gonna grab this path, I think. Or I'll grab Logic Knot. If this doesn't resolve, I'm dead anyway, so. Alright. I know we're low on time, but I think we can get there. Are you kidding me? Come on. I feel like I can't catch a break. I guess I tuck the Uro. I'm gonna grab another white source. I also shuffled away the Uro. That's fine. Somehow got in a spot where the game is ours. The solid win with 13 seconds on the clock. I don't really know how that game turned around the way it did, but I guess it was just a Teferi resolving. The force negation allowed a huge tempo swing on getting rid of. We basically got to get rid of their whole board, which made the stubborn denial in their hand useless, and then we got to slam a planeswalker. Teferi is really good, and just eventually drew the hate. Drew the threats, that is. Just unfortunate such. Yeah. A really strong showing, even though like their deck is seems like it would be the better long game deck, but the power of the equipment and just having planeswalkers that make card advantage rather than the Liliana, which didn't do too much. Alright, here for round 2 after a grueling round 1. On the draw. This hand's pretty good though. It has a curve and force negation. There's a decent part of me that wants to counter this, but I'm playing against a Gruul deck. Because then that's gonna allow me to Logic Knot their turn 3 play, and then Archmage's Charm on turn 4. I'll just pitch Opt here. Compared to if I don't counter this, and I can't counter Clothis on turn 1. This stunts their development so much that I think it's worth the 2 for 1. I know anytime that I'm playing the Gruul deck and my opponent forcing negations, I get kind of annoyed. So this is only like bad for us if they have Ren and 6. Can't counter that one, even though they have the 1 lander. Oh, they don't? They're gonna have a lot of mana next turn. I do not really want to fetch. In case they have blood, like if their play is Blood Moon, then I want to know that to get a basic island. I want this to get basic planes, but if I have to Logic Knot, then I can't do that anymore, so I'm gonna play island. Our Logic Knot is not very good here, unless this is Glorybringer. I can't counter the Clothis either. I should have played the fetch, I guess, because my Logic Knot is useless. Wow. This is a beating. I'm getting really punished for messing up here. Yeah, this Logic Knot is just stone useless now. If he has it aboard, it animates Colossus, and then hopefully I can draw Path to Exile. Otherwise, I can bounce with Cryptic, which isn't nothing. Glorybringer. Magus of the Moon. I really don't like countering it, but I kind of have to. I think I have to stunt development on their side. If they have another spell, then we're just dead, but like if they have a Chandra or something here. That's not good. We have to draw a Path to Exile off the top. Like if we draw a Path right here, I think we're in a pretty decent spot. Well, not quite, because we're literally dead on board. I mean, I can tap their team and draw a card. I'm not sure how much that's gonna do though. We'll go down to 4, and then I path this, and I guess I can hope to draw another Cryptic and a land. Like if I tap draw, then I'm hoping to draw land Cryptic. It's exhausting. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're not completely dead, just most of the way dead. My misplay game too is just costing me the whole game. So that's, I mean, that is my fault. I guess I counter to, no, it doesn't even work. I just have to draw a land Cryptic basically. Well, there's a land. That's not Cryptic. We're dead. I think I played that game pretty poorly. Mainly on turn 2. I should have just played the fetch so that I could Logic Knot for 3. But I get some real beaters though. Aether Gust targets literally anything in their deck. Oops. And Baneslayer is unkillable. Not completely unkillable. They have to have double bolt, which is a lot to ask for. And Glorybringer, if they keep in Glorybringer, it's really good against that. And I like 5 mana to Fairy. And Onthen Ice stops. Well, they're probably gonna bring in Cinder Vines. Which maybe means we're supposed to play like some higher level game where we take out the Stoneforge package and then don't bring in on Thin Ice. And then instead we're just a pure control deck. Which I think works. Yeah, because Bolt's really good against this equipment stuff. Like, sort of Fire and Ice is good against them. Feast and Famine, not so much though. Batterskull's okay. Oh, Spell Snare doesn't do anything against them though. So maybe we like shave Stoneforge package like this. Yeah, actually I like shaving a lot better. I don't think I want on Thin Ice. It's good against Seasoned Pyromancer, but that's like about it. And if I Stoneforge, it forces them to stunt their development. I don't think Chase does much besides die to Lightning Bolt. Like I can plus, but it doesn't. It's not really what I want to be doing. I think I could trim a Force because I'm bringing in all these Aether Gusts. This Force doesn't stop their creatures. Most of the cards I'm scared about are their non-creatures, but Well, if they have Magus instead of Blood Moon, then I'm not as scared about this. Most of their creatures are red, so that's why I don't care about Feast and Famine. Yeah, I like this hand. We're gonna have basic island, basic plains. Having Aether Gust also makes their Blood Moons is such a lot worse. Time to play the How Oblivious is Danny game. Why? What are you pulling? I'm gonna bottom the Snapcaster. I don't think I'm gonna want it this game. I don't think I want to unthin ice. Nah. Whatever 3-drop they play, I think I'm just gonna be whatever on. I have Aether Gust to solve it anyways. I kind of want to grab Sophie though, instead of Batterskull. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the Sophie. You put up a 50-foot Ethernet cord for her going into a room she plays D&D in. Her laptop is bad about losing connection while on Wi-Fi, so this will fix that. Nice. You have the cord blatantly going across the ceilings of a room. Hey, whatever works, right? What is this? Sure. I don't even know that I care about that much, to be honest. Like, it seems weird. I'm not gonna on thin ice here, because I'm not sure that I care about the Arbor Elf anymore. I still kind of care about it. Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. You're a role player, we care about efficiency, not how great things look. Hey, that works. I understand that. That's about how I am too. Like, I typically just don't care about how things look. That's not very good against Sword of Fire and Ice. It's gonna help them hit land drops, but I don't really care. They discard Glorybringer or Season Pyro. What's its flavor text? I actually don't know. They have a bolt? That's annoying. Might just destroy us before I get a chance to do anything. It's a sword with 2 edges. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. I'm gonna cycle the Shark Typhoon. And eat one of these elementals. I think it's gonna just get bolted, but I don't think the spot's getting any better. Plus, just drawing another creature works. That's pretty good. Yeah, at least they can't kill the Stoneforge Mystic anymore. I guess in before they dismember. But we're taking a lot of damage from Clothis plus Chandra here. It's on point. While my opponent decides how they want to destroy us this turn. That is very you. Sure. I forgot. That's actually super appropriate. I didn't even think about that. Oh, this is bad. This is such a bad spot, man. So I can take 5 and go down to 6. Attack them, kill this. Gust. I'd rather gust this. So like if I block here, I take 5, go to 6. I gust here. Attack them, kill Chandra. Now I gust here. And then I'm gonna take 4 and go down to 2. I think it's the best line. It's not great, but... They snap, put it on the bottom. Holy crap. That's so bad. Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't think about that being an out. If they have any bolt effect, I'm dead. I did not think about Cryptic Command being an out, so I guess I should. Well, killing Magus, then they have Chandra in play. Alright, do I get bolted to death here? Their draw is very strong. Like, I should be dead here. Am I dead? They put Magus on the bottom. Oh, come on. Instead of killing Chandra. I was like determined to kill Chandra, but I guess I don't necessarily have to kill it that turn. I was like pretty determined on killing Chandra, but I think you're right that I probably didn't have to care that much. Yeah, I put the sword on Batterskull. Yeah, you're right. So in their draw step, I can bounce this and tap their team. I guess I don't attack this turn. Yeah, you're right. Am I getting a Glorybringer? I think this is a never punished scenario. Less draws for Veil. Yeah. I don't know why I was so determined on draw step. I'm just playing like garbage this game, but I'm not sure that's gonna matter. Let's take them off of some of their mana. Yeah, I was supposed to upkeep. Nah, 6 is plenty. I guess I get to hold up counterspell. Yeah. I want to hold up counterspell mana. That turn I was cautious about what I was doing. I wanted to get the Clothis off the board for sure to try to limit their mana so that they can't. Well, limit their mana, but also I don't want them to gain 2. And next turn they're dead no matter what. I can equip over here. The only thing that could save them would be a Kitchen Finks, I guess. Because if they play Arbor Elf, I can just take control of it and then equip Sword and then deal them 8. But I want to hold up Counterspell Magic there for sure. I feel like they might bring in Pillage now that they saw on Thin Ice, which makes me want to recut it. Yeah, I played like garbage that game, but it wound up not mattering somehow. Most lists also don't play Veil of Summer, but there's still no reason for me to not upkeep it. Because they have Magus, I think I keep it on Thin Ice though, compared to if they had Blood Moon. I would bring in Force a lot faster if it could counter Clothis. Like it counters Chandra, but that's it. Chandra, Utopia Sprawl if they have chokes. I mean, if they have choke, oh well. I guess most lists have it though, so I should probably bring it in. I'm not sure what over. That's a problem, like the space in the deck is pretty tight. I think shaving Shark Typhoon when on the draw is reasonable. Like not as big on off too. I think we just have to draw the good stuff rather than try to scry into it. Like I don't think we get the mana luxury to opt on the draw. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. It's too risky. They mulled a 6. Like even if we opt into the second lane, we still need so many lands. This hand's way better. They mulled a 5. I'm keeping. The island or the plains is like pretty mediocre. I think I put the Path to Exile away though. Like Path to Exile is important, but I'm not sure if it's that important. I guess like having the Path is good against Magus, but I think our hand is well set up against Magus anyways. They did show Glorybringer in game 2. I'm gonna put away the Path. I think I need to keep all the blue cards. Kevin, you just like cheesing people out though. I'm not sure that's actually good. I think you just like cheesing people out. I think I forced a negation this. I mean, they can't do anything. Sure. I'm like not excited about that happening, but no land drop, nice. think I play the plains. No, I'll play the Misty. This is working out pretty well. We do need to draw another land though. I think I counter it. Well, I don't know. Do I care? Because I can just draw 2 here, and then cast a fairy, and then I just have 2 mana counters up for the rest of the game. Like, it's probably good enough. It's hard for me to imagine that's not good enough. Yeah, it's fine. Well, there's the lands. Sure. Sure. Don't care about that one. I just don't want them to lightning bolt at the fairy. That was a good draw. I guess this isn't like the absolute best because they have that Cinder Vines in play, but let's grab Batter's Call. I'm not gonna play the sword and not point too. Teferi taking 2 does not matter to me. 1 is not 0. 0 is all that matters for a Planeswalker's loyalty. Sure. I don't think I care. I could Aether Gust the Cindervines here, and then play Sword and Equip. Actually, I like that a lot. Because honestly, I'm at the point where if the Teferi dies, it's not the absolute end of the world. They's conceded. I really don't know what was in their hand, but I feel like the game wasn't over. But I will take it. Alright, we're on the draw for round 3. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. It doesn't have enough action in it. They mulled a 5. I mean, them mulling to 5 kind of makes me want to keep this and try to cheese them with Stoneforge on turn 2. Because if we draw a blue card and we play Stoneforge on turn 2, it's really strong. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this against a mull to 5. It's a really weak hand, but I think it has potential to just KO them. Oh, we're playing against Tron. We really need to draw a blue card, or we are going to very quickly lose the game. We really need to draw a blue card. That is not remotely close to being a blue card. I'm really not sure how many blue cards are in the deck, but I guess we didn't have that many draws at it. We had 2. They didn't have Tron. Oh, we're playing against E-Tron. I feel a lot better now. I mean, now we're protected from like Karn and stuff like that. This matter reshaper is a little annoying though. Thank God they don't have Tron mana though. Well, they're gonna get our Sword of Feast and Famine, but they're not gonna get the Battle Skull. Not the end of the world. I don't think I'm supposed to attack. I guess I am. What's worst case scenario? Like, it gives them a draw with Reshaper, but they can attack and force that anyways. Yeah, like I think I'm fine with this. They put all his dust in their hand? Sure. I'm gonna play the Strand. If we, in case we need like Spell Snare for whatever reason, plus hold up Force Negation. I'm not sure why that would have to happen, but it's possible, I guess. Thought not, sure. Don't really care about that. Our hand has nothing in it. Parascale is pretty good against a non-reality smasher draw. I don't really have a reason to fetch. That was a pretty good draw. You can go get Sword of Fire and Ice. Shock ourselves. Our life total doesn't really matter. We're at 24 with the Battle Skull. Yes. Go grab Sophie. That is 6 mana, not 7, which is very relevant. I mean, I may as well Spell Snare it, right? Not really a reason not to. If I don't do that, then I can't use Path ever. Is that another Thought Knot? That's kind of gross. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not great, but... I mean, they're gonna take this force, but... Which is unfortunate, but... They have to draw a land to all his dust. And either way, we're gonna be drawing a card this turn. Either we're gonna be killing a Thought Knot, or we're gonna be dealing them a lot of damage. Yeah. No. I'm gonna pass. Do you just top deck a land? Sure. So it's just my stone forges, that's fine. We're gonna get to bounce and recast Batter Skull here. I don't know how many Mystic Sanctuaries are in this. If it's only 2, then I'm gonna play the fetch. But if it's 3, it's only 2, okay. There's a lot of draws that are really bad for us here. So hopefully they don't hit. Like any of the planeswalkers would be really bad. Basically anything else is fine, it's just the planeswalkers that would be bad. That's not very good either. Well, they can take it up to 4 this turn, which is not 5, which is very important. That was a good draw. That's pretty good. How much can I do that for? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can deal 14 next turn. Or I can just bounce with Batter Skull and recast it. I think I'd rather just be able to cycle Shark Typhoon though. I'm gonna play the field and then pass. I could cast a Shark Typhoon, but I think that's not good into a Karn that they could have. Whereas this is pretty solid into Karn. I guess it depends on what they get with the Karn, but... To 2? It doesn't do anything. Do you think I have a Snapcaster, I guess? That's interesting. I'm really not sure what they have. I think it's a trap to block. I wasn't gonna block in case they had Ugin the Ineffable or something like that. To then kill the shark and then untap with a planeswalker, so I was just gonna let this hit me and then I was gonna cycle into turn. Oh, we're just drawing it nuts anyways. Alright, I like Ceremonious Rejection. Their whole deck is colorless. On Thin Ice seems pretty good. Big Teferi. I'm not sure on the Baneslayer. I don't think so. I guess they don't have a way to deal with it. Oh, they have Dismember though. If I get my Baneslayer dismembered, I would feel real bad. I'm just gonna shave on the ones. Spellslinger only counters Chalice. I guess it counters the Tome as well, but I don't think it's worth keeping it just for those two cards. I guess like sometimes they play Mindstone, but I think they cut the Mindstones for the Tomes. I think Force of Negation is still fine. I guess we're bringing in Rejection, and Rejection and Force of Negation are kind of for the same thing, so I guess it's just purely redundant. I think Sophie is worse than Feast and Famine. I want to shave a Stoneforge. Or maybe not, because like turn 2 Stoneforge is so good in this matchup. Maybe I just shave all the ops. Yeah, let's just shave all the ops. The Chalice on one's gonna be good against us, but we have 4 rejection. I like having the forces. Yeah, I think it makes sense. I think this hand is very, very, very good. I should not use F8. It tells them if I have force or not. Sure. Ceremous rejection is all of a sudden not nearly as good. Wait. Rejection doesn't do anything. I have a feeling I'm gonna jam the Stoneforge and I'm gonna get my Battle Skull Thought Not Seared, but I'm not sure that I can really do anything about that. Yeah, like I don't think my hand is set up to do anything about that. I think my hand is built to do one thing, and that is Stoneforge on turn 2. I guess in theory I could go grab the Feast and Famine, and then on turn 4 I can play the second Stoneforge from my hand. Oh, they don't have the second land? Ooh. Or third land, sorry. They don't have the third land to play their Thought Knot here, which is really good for us. Do they have the Dismember? It looks like they do. I mean, I'm not chump blocking. I can promise that. Yep. No Force of Negation here would have been done other better. Did not have it, and it's okay. I think I'm just gonna Teferi bounce. I guess it's not very good if they have like a Karn or something like that though. But I feel like they're just gonna play a Thought Knot or something. Nah, I'm gonna Teferi. I don't think the Teferi is getting any better. And if they smash her, then I get to on thin ice. On thin icing a reality smasher seems pretty cool. Expedition map. Really? Huh. No smasher, no thought knot. It makes me want to on thin ice so I can keep Teferi around because it seems like they don't have another relevant planeswalker. If I get Teferi up to 3, it's pretty good. Let's enchant. I'm not sure that matters. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Protect the Teferi. Like if they had a thought on that turn, they were definitely casting it. Cause I was tapped out, so they just tap the temples and then tap the cavern for the map. So I'm not sure what else this could possibly be. It looks like an Eldrazi spell, but now it's the Thought Knot? Interesting. I don't know, their play pattern's really weird. Did they just draw the Thought Knot? I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't play it last turn. They just take Batter Spell here. That draw is insane. Yeah, that draw was nuts. I guess now they know to go get another cavern, but they're gonna have to take a whole turn off to do that. I think I'm chumping with the Stoneforge. Yeah, I'm gonna rejection that. Yeah. That ghost quarter is gross. Wow. I'm very surprised by that. Because now what I can do is I can bounce the Thought Knot and get in with the Sword of Feast and Famine. Yeah, this is gonna be a huge tempo swing for me. I think I just Mystic Sanctuary, put the rejection on top. Yeah. Let's bounce this Thought Knot. We do need to draw a bit more gas here. They just scooped? It seems like such an early concession. I guess they know we have double counterspell in hand, but we don't have anything else going on. I guess we were about to with the path. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't complain about early concessions though, because we're 3-0 now. That was a turn where Fire and Ice would have been better, but like, I still think Feast and Famine's better in the matchup. Alright. On the play for round 4, we're 3-0. The deck's kind of just carrying. His hand doesn't have any interaction, but has turn 2 Stoneforge on the play, so I'm gonna keep it. I think if we were on the draw, I would mulligan. But it's hard for me to like believe that I should get rid of the Stoneforge like that. We're playing a mirror match. I mean, that's what the Prairie Stream means. There's no other deck that plays Prairie Stream in Modern. Go grab the Batterskull. Wall of Omens. Okay. Not really expecting that. So it's not a true mirror. It's like playing Wall of Omens instead of the other thing, I guess. It's some like old school control. Put in Batterskull. Hopefully we draw a land here. We did not, but it's okay. Touche, opponent. I would assume they have a mana leak. I don't think our life total is relevant. I might need double weight for some reason. Yeah, I'm not gonna jam Jace, I'm just gonna pass. I could believe that jamming Jace is correct though. I would feel a lot better about jamming Jace if I had a Force of Negation in my hand. But because I don't, I think I have to play a bit safer. They shocked themselves and passed. I think I have to cycle Shark Typhoon. Well, like I feel like I need the land really badly. And cycling helps us hit that land drop. I think I'm supposed to put the sword in play though. Land drop, please. Unfortunate. I assume I'm gonna get pathed, but I don't think there's much I can do about it. I am indeed getting pathed. Yeah. This is one way to hit our lane drops, I guess. I'm not a fan of tapping out here, but I think using our mana is good here. Jace. So they have 2 cards in hand. I feel like I just equip the Stone Forge and then I just swing out. I guess I can opt and try to find a path. I can attack with Jace with the Germ and then them with Stoneforge, because if I get to untap, it's really big. I feel like I'm like definitely not getting the untap though. Just play against a person playing Is It Blitz. They had a mutagenic exile with life this stage. They play Manamorphous, make red, only use 1 red. Solid. The secret mode on Manamorphous, you can make green mana. Interesting. gonna hold up Archmage's Charm. I could opt and try to hit the land drop, but it's really, if I miss, it's a disaster. But here on end step, I'm not as concerned. I don't think I want path, because if they have a shark or whatever, I can take control of it with Archmage's Charm. I'm really not sure what they have. They might have a cryptic. I would imagine they have cryptic. If not, I'm not really sure what is in their hand, because they don't have path. They don't have another Snapcaster. I feel like they have a 2-mana counterspell, but they might not. The Stoneforge is pro black. They're putting Archmage's Charm on top. That's fine. Bounce, draw the sword. This is post blocks. If they have force negation, they have it. Sure. So their next draw. So they're drawing Archmage's Charm right now. I can just bounce the Batter Skull. Or I can make a 1/1 Shark during end step, and then I can equip a Sword of Feast and Famine to it. Well, I guess that doesn't really work because they have a... We know they have an Archmage's Charm in their hand at this point. I could also play an equipment from my hand right now. I think that makes the most sense. So that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe they gain 4, it's not that big of a deal. If they have force negation, this is... Then they have to exile the Archmage's Charm and they're top decking. I think that's fine. That's annoying. It's actually super obnoxious. Force negation is really annoying to work against. So their hand is Archmage's Charm, and they have a Cryptic on top. I mean, if they draw 2 and then they Cryptic, they only have 1 mana left over. I guess then if they have Path, it's annoying. That's a good draw. It helps insulate us from things going extremely poorly next turn if they have a Path in hand here. I'm gonna attack here. It's obnoxious. Yeah, they have our Germ token. Where do they Snapcast? So they're gonna Snapcast their Opt and they're gonna put a Cryptic in their hand? What happens if I Cryptic this? If I Cryptic this to counter draw, they Archmage's Charm to counter. And then they still like snap Opt. Yeah, we can bounce Battery Skull at any point and kill it. I think this is fine. They're gonna Opt here. I'm just like not concerned about taking 4 and them gaining 4 right now. I'm more concerned about us trying to force through this card advantage. Like, we have perfect information right now, which is nice. I'm just trying to force through a Feast and Famine trigger. But that's not gonna work because they can chump block with Snapcaster here, which is fine. Alright, so their hand is Cryptic Archmage's Charm. They just really messed up if they do this here. Yeah. I'm going to counter tap. So now they have to discard the Archmage's Charm and we get to untap. I could also just slam Shark Typhoon here. I think Jacing makes the most sense, maybe? If I Jace Brainstorm and I find a land, then I get to... I haven't played a land this turn, right? No. If I miss off of this Jace Brainstorm, it's really gonna suck, but I'm gonna go for it. Alright, we did the opposite of miss. Which is good for us. I'm not gonna be pathing this turn. And I guess I'll hide this. Well, I don't want them to shuffle away the Sophie. Though I'm not sure that matters. Yeah, it probably just like literally doesn't matter. I'm gonna put away the Lodge. No. I'll put away the Sophie. It doesn't matter. Or I guess the Jays. I'll just put away the Jays because it's purely extra. Yeah. I'm just gonna do it now to avoid any stupid stuff happening. I'm really not sure what could happen, but... Now they can't kill Jace. We can counter anything they play. Nice. Yeah, if they blocked with the Snapcaster and then cast Cryptic, this situation would have been a little more dicey, but timing those Cryptics is hard, and it just led to actually getting blown out that game. So they didn't play Stoneforges, they played Wall of Omen, so I just assume they don't have Stoneforge, and they're just a pure control deck, which means I'm gonna take out the pass, bring in Flusterstorms and Teferi. I don't think I want Baneslayer because they're probably gonna keep in their pass because we have Stoneforge, and they've seen it. There's nothing else I could want to change, so. Yeah, that turn was a blowout. I'm just gonna keep. His hand hits its land drops, and if they tap out, they're playing Ancestral Visions. Alright, I did not expect that. I mean, if I get to land a 3-mana Teferi, it's gonna be easy. I think I jammed the Stoneforge and forced them to have the mana leak. I don't really think the spot's getting better, so. I'm gonna grab. I don't think I grab Battle Skull actually. It's either Feast and Famine or Fire and Ice. Because I have another creature in my hand in the form of Shark Typhoon. I think I want to try and connect with the Feast and Famine. Battle Skull is just a 4/4 dude though. I think it's Feast and Famine. This Ancestral Visions is pretty spooky. Like, we're not really well equipped to fight over it, which means I'll probably just let it resolve. This guy, like, Island Pass. They kept on top with the opt. Another opt. This time it's a different art. Don't really think I can let that one resolve. Because if they're like last card in hand's a path, we're just so screwed. Alright. Do they have Flusterstorm? It's not looking great anymore. I don't want to put Logic on top of my deck, so I'm gonna do this here. If they have Force Negation plus blue card in hand for our Jace, then it is what it is. I'm gonna try and Jace bounce this Mentor to buy time. They're gonna get to draw 3 though. This is rough. I'm gonna bring in a second path. If we don't get this game but I'm not feeling very good about this game given the fact that they just played that. Hopefully this resolves. If this gets Force of Negation, then they wanted it more than we did. Alright, I mean... that sucks. Because if we had our own Force of Negation on the turn they played the Mentor and we got to counter that dispute, it would have been backbreaking. Because then we get to Feast and Famine and untap and do all those shenanigans. But now we're just toasted. Mystical Dispute? Okay. Oh, they're playing the new AK? I guess. Just so dead, man. Unless their hand outside is like all lands outside of the dispute. Because I can make a 3/3 shark here. Can't beat this. We needed them to not have the Force Negation at turn. Yeah, I need to bring in a second path for the Mentor. I think Spell Snare is good, but I kind of want to trim one. Like, it's good against Snapcaster, but that's kinda it. I guess it's good against that, like, cycle, the AK, like the later ones. I'm still not excited about it. I think I want the path pretty badly. I guess they also have wall movements in their deck, but I'm not really concerned about that card. I think I'd rather have the paths, the second path. They probably side out wall movements anyways. I don't know, maybe that turn that they played the Mentor, I am supposed to make a 1/1 Shark and then equip it with Feast and Famine and hope they don't have Path. Because I think the odds of them having Path is probably less than them having Dispute / Flusterstorm. I think. Not 100% on that. Because then, and the reason I think that works out is because then what, I untap with 4 mana, but then I can't really deal with the mentor, so I think I'm supposed to counter it. I like this hand. It's gonna hit its land drops. It has a path in it for mentor if they jam it. It has logic knot, so the counter spell, early counter spell, and it has 2 planeswalkers. They rolled a 6. If I had turned to Stoneforge, it would be perfect instead of like one of these planeswalkers, but you can't get everything. I'm not planning to fetch on turn 1. I think I just want to hit my land drops. Playing Celestial Colonnades in your blue-white deck, lol. Jamming to Fairy doesn't make sense, so I'm not gonna do it. Base card to the bottom. I'm just gonna go ahead and cycle and make a 1/1. It's not like we're getting no value. Like a 1/1 is something they actually have to be concerned about because of the random equipment in their deck. I guess we're making lots of sharks this game. Again, no reason to cast anything into their mana. First person to tap out in these matchups loses. Which also means that the first person to miss land drops is at a disadvantage. Based on their end of turn fetch, I would assume that they don't have many more land. They have a lot of lands. There's Spell Light. I kinda just wanna let this resolve. But I think that's stupid. Because if I let it resolve any minuses and then I cycle the Typhoon in my hand, they have to have path. I think it's greedy though, and I'm supposed to logic knot here. If they dispute this, I'm gonna jam a Snapcaster, so that way they can't minus. Yeah, because otherwise they can get minus with big value. Teferi is gross. I guess maybe I'm supposed to see if they'll get greedy. But this also forces them to tap out, which might let me cast something cool from my hand. Unless they have Force of Negation. I can also attack and pass. And then Shark Typhoon for 3. I guess it depends on like what are the odds that I think that they have. I mean, force plus blue card into Jason Mind Sculptor is like the disaster scenario, I guess. That's such a specific set of draws, though. Because I'm tagging this to Fairy down, and then I can make 3/3. Which can beat out the 5 mana Teferi. I think if Jace resolves its highest upside compared to little Teferi, I'm just gonna jam Jace and hope it works. That's really good for us. I would prefer to scry the Field of Ruin to the bottom. We already have one in play for their Colonnade, and I'd rather have the fetch in order to get a Mystic Sanctuary if I need to get one. See if they have 5 mana Teferi here. If they don't, I feel really, really strong about our spot. Alright, I guess we'll see if they have a path. It's a lot of Shark Typhoons. I think I'm gonna brainstorm. Definitely just put back these 2 lands. Play a fetch. I think I need to get this little Teferi off the board no matter what. Yeah. It's gross. I think Shark Typhooning cycle for 4 end of turn makes the most sense here. I mean, I can Teferi plus Stoneforge, which might make more sense. But I would have to, if I play Teferi, but I need to like hold up Field of Ruin for this so that they can't kill Jace. So I think the best option is just passing because of that. Yeah. A mentor. I do have this path, so I'm not dead in the water. Cryptic could be really bad though. think I just bounce a mentor here and see what they do. I think that forces action the best here. I don't think I need more cards. I think I need a force action. Because if I force them to do something really weird here, then I can Feast and Famine. And not do anything weird. I think I attack this, and then this. I think this is the best option. That was gross. That was super gross. Wow, what a blowout, dude. Their draw is nuts. I mean, I can Stoneforge and grab Sophie. It doesn't really do anything here. I think I just have to pass again. I'm gonna make a 2/2 shark. Such a bad spot. They kept in Verdict, which is very weird to me, while also having Mentor. That Force Negation is brutal. They can deal with this shark, we're in trouble. I'm just gonna path now and force action. Hopefully they have nothing in their hand. But if they counter the path, it's also fine, because I have another one in my hand. Is this a cryptic? Touche. Luckily I have another path. No. Will not pay. I wonder if they have a path in hand. They're trying to bait me to use my Feast and Famine here. If I use my Feast and Famine, they have path, I'm dead. I guess I just path first, just in case. If they have path in their hand, they would use it to get the extra token for sure. Because they also don't know that we have this. Very weird not attacking Teferi, or like either their planeswalkers, but I have to here. I have to get the untap off. And then I'm gonna get Alright, I think I bounced the monk. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna grab Sophie. I'm gonna bounce the monk. And then I think I play Sword of Fire and Ice and equip it to the shark. If my Jace dies, I don't really care because I have another one in my hand. And this makes it so they have to use 2 takedowns to deal with the shark. And if they do that, then they're only drawing 1 card for their turn, and I get to re-equip to Stoneforge. If they draw a path, we're screwed, but I think that's just life if that happens. They don't have that many draws at it. Yeah, like if they choose to kill Jace, I'm pretty happy with that outcome. If this Teferi ultimates, we're obviously dead. So all they're really missing to do that is a Cryptic Command. They use Cryptic Command tap our team. They bounce Stoneforge Mystic. So I feel like that means they have a path in their hand. Or they have Cryptic. Yeah, they're killing Jace. They must have drawn a path for turn. If they had a... This is very interesting. Well, I'm just gonna go to combat and see what happens. I think I'm best off attacking them. And then dealing the 2 to Teferi. Come on, dude. I feel like we played this as well as we could. I mean, I'm willing to believe I messed up too, but I don't... I guess the game's not completely over. Well, the thing is, they can get Mystic Sanctuary back path, and there's no way for me to really stop them. Like, if I Stoneforge for Batterskull here, they just draw a path, they exile a Batterskull, they path my Stoneforge, and then I just am completely out. There's no way for me to actually win the game. Well, they have to be able to draw a card for turn. I guess that's my best out. That sucks, man. Them having that path there was just brutal. And them having to force a negation for a 3-mana Teferi. I feel like the draws just didn't line up well, is what happened. Man, I can't believe they had a path. This sucks. It's like really, really crappy that they had that path. I mean, if they don't have a way to draw a card in their hand, we're fine. But they're playing AKs in their deck, so the odds of them having a way to draw a card is extremely high. It is ultimate Teferi, and then they play an AK, we lose. Yup. Oh, and they get to hold path up because, yeah, okay. That's so unfortunate. That's a game I'm gonna watch back. It's see if I could have played game 3 better, found a better spot to do things. There's this Teferi, man. Yup. I mean, I'm not sure that they can win the game in time, to be fair. Like, we have less time on our clock, but they have to actually find a way to win the game. Oh, I kept these counter spells like I could, you know, do anything with them. I don't think they're gonna be able to spend 4 minutes killing us. It's rough not catching a break in these games. I feel like game 2, I just didn't catch a break, and in this game I couldn't either, no matter what I did. Okay, they found a threat. They're gonna kill us in time. I guess I should have made them play out game 2, and we could have won on time this game, to be honest. I don't know, that game was really unfortunate. Maybe we could have jammed our 3-man Teferi earlier on, but if they had that forced negation anyways, it was gonna screw us over. They drew the path at the exact turn they needed it. They also had the forced negation the turn they needed it. I don't know. A rough game. I'm not sure what we could have done differently unless I look back at it, which I will because I think it was an interesting game, but I don't know. Not sure what I should have done, but we'll see how we finish up in the next round. Alright, we were playing for round 5. We've already made our money back, but I'd like a little more than that. See if we can get a 4-1 here. I'm gonna mulligan. The hand doesn't really do anything. The mana in his hand is atrocious, but I think you still keep it rather than get a 5. It has cheap interaction. Just have to get there. Which all it takes is drawing a fetch. Prismatic Vista and the basic forest. We're playing as. I assume this is 5-color Niv. That was a good draw. The deck doesn't really play 2-drops outside of Ren and 6. But if we can nab a Ren and 6 with this spell scenario, it'll be insane. And then if we can draw a fetch land after that, it's like Dream Scenario. There's an Overgrown Tomb. Nice. That island was insane. If we didn't draw an island, we'd be dead. I'm gonna opt right now. I'm gonna put that on the bottom. Alright, cool. Now all our lands can come into play untapped. I'll grab Basic Island with this Flood Shrine, and then we can go Prairie Stream into Mystic Sanctuary. This is probably an Uro. Luckily 2-mana counter spells are good against 5-mana dragons. So there's that. Ooh, they don't have a 4th land? Alright, I'm gonna fetch here. So that this Prairie Stream comes into play untapped. I'm leaning towards Spell Snare opting. Or Snapcaster opting. Never mind. I'm gonna Snapcaster Spell Snare. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, if we didn't draw that island on our turn 1 draw step, we would just be dead. I'm gonna Mystic Sanctuary, and I don't think putting opt on top makes any sense. We're tight on mana. Even though typically it would make sense, you get an extra look, it costs a mana, and I don't really have spare mana to spend. Alright, they're doing nothing with their turn. I'm gonna make a 2/2 shark. They probably have Kaya's Guile, but I'm not sure that I care. They can make it a sack a creature and make a 1/1, but I would just sack the Snapcaster anyways. Deal 2 discard. I'm gonna discard the Shark Typhoon. I'm gonna keep the double counter spell. Really need another land. They drew a 4th land, but that does not cast Uro, which is very relevant. Force of Negation is not a bad one. It cannot counter Niv or Uro, but it can counter Bring to Light. I'm gonna pass again. I imagine they're gonna play something here. gonna get rid of our threat, but I can't really afford to tap out here and then them draw a 5th land. It'd be a disaster. Land? I need a 5th land very badly. I'm not gonna counter the birds. Well, there's a land. I get to fairy, bounce the spirit, and hold up mana leak. I think that makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, let's do that. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I'm gonna bounce. I think I still bounce the spirit. I can bounce the birds, and it takes them off for a turn. I don't think that really makes sense though. I think I'm supposed to bounce the spirit, so that my next Teferi is really good. I could just plus my Teferi, but then it dies to lightning helix without me getting value. I can also just counter the helix. My logic knot sucks right now though. I think I bounce a spirit. Okay. I want them to start casting their 5 drops from their hand so I can deal with them. Opening up my I want them to cast spells so I can counter them so that I can then start casting things from my hand. I can cast a Battle Skull from my hand. Whale. Gotta counter that one. Malik's not gonna do it, so I think Logic Knot is better than Leak. The later we go. I don't think I want to draw it, so I'm just gonna take a draw step. That's a pretty decent draw. I think I grab a Sophie. Feast and Famine makes more sense. Yeah, I think Feast and Famine makes more sense. They have 2 chump blockers that are black and green, respectively. I assume this thing is dead. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that go. It's fine. I assume this is them Urowing. I'm gonna counter this. They played Misty Rainforest for turn, so I'm gonna counter this thing. I will shock myself, it's fine. Do I want to put Mystic Sanctuary on, or do I want Mystic Sanctuary to put Force on top of my deck? I think the answer to that is no. I'd rather save the second Sanctuary so that I can put Cryptic on top. If I draw a land next turn, I'm slamming this Outer Skull. I can Logic Knot for a lot. That was a good draw. Just gonna pass. I can Typhoon and make a 4/4. Dude, do they just know I have this Logic Knot? It's super obnoxious. They can't pay for it, so. Super obnoxious. It's gonna leave the door for them to nib and refill here. If I cast that Shark Typhoon and they Teferi bounce it, it's an absolute disaster, so I'm not gonna give the chance for that to happen. I could eat one of the spirits, but I'm not going to. They have Niv. Sucks. Those Kai's Guiles were the absolute worst. I couldn't leverage my position because those Kai's Guiles made it so my Logic Knot sucked. I mean, hopefully they whiff. They did like quite the opposite of that. Luckily I have this Spell Snare. Man, this sucks. They're actually doing me 8 damage in the air. I mean, I have another Shark Typhoon. They have a trophy. I guess I need to draw a Path or Cryptic. Cryptic would be fine. I mean, like, I could put Spell Snare on top of my deck, but I'm not really sure what that's gonna do for me. Because they could unmore Ego and name Spell Snare. I'm gonna hope that they don't see the line. was very, very unfortunate the way this has played out. Oh, I can also wait till combat to do the play I just said. That way the more ego doesn't actually work. Okay. How does that plan works? That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. Oh, they can kill the shark with the cycle on the stack. Well, I don't know why they wouldn't want to just kill me. But okay. I mean, I'm basically dead anyways, but because I can't draw a path to exile to save my life. We've gone through half our deck and haven't drawn a path. Well, if they mess up here, they're dead. Because I can grab Sophie. Oh, I guess I can block with the birds, though. No, that was their unknown with a lightning helix. God bless, dude. Cannot catch a break. Cannot catch a break. Baneslayer seems pretty good. And Pro Dragon, so you can attack through Niv. I guess it's not good against the rest of their deck, though. It is Teferi Bounce it or Assassin's Trophy it. And Kai's Guile, yeah, never mind. Aether Gust is good, though. I like Onthen Ice. Well, they have Assassin's Trophy and Abrupt Decay. Never mind. I don't think Jason Mind Sculptor is good against them because of the Lightning Helix. Normally it's good in mid-range matchups, but I think they just Helix it, and it's they just have Helix too often. And Snapcasters, they probably just... I think they have Kai's Guile too often. Like, the amount of times they Kai's Guile the graveyard is so annoying. I think we need all the shark type ins to make sharks. I think we need all the paths to answer the nibs. Well, I guess the main way we were gonna win is countering the nibs anyways. So maybe trimming path makes sense because of that. Because I think if they resolve it, also Aether Gust answers all the things that path do. That path does. And giving them a land is not great for us. So I just want the Jaces in general, and I just know that I have to tick up on the first turn, which isn't the end of the world. Yeah, I think I want 2 paths. I'm just not big on opt. I think I'd rather just fill my deck with all the good cards I would want to opt into anyways. Though I know that opt acts as like extra lands of sorts. I think I'd rather have... Tapping out for Jace is so rough, but I'll just have it as a 1-0 to draw in a late game. Yes. For a 2-color deck, the mana kinda sucks. If they had a white source in it, it would be such a snap keep. I'll keep this. I'm gonna put the Sanctuary away and hope to draw a 3rd land because drawing the Sanctuary sucks. No 1-drop? Interesting. Yeah, I'll keep the land. That's not a great draw by any means. I think I just played the Fountain tapped. I think I need to conserve my life total. I'm not sure if they have a counter spell in their deck, but I guess post war they might have disputes, but I'm just gonna jam this to Fairy. I didn't want a minus there because I don't want to get my Teferi Lightning Helixed. Even though I could like force a negation it, I'd prefer not to exile the Shark Typhoon because I think the Shark Typhoon is important here. Season Pyromancer? Okay, sure. Discard a double Helix. I can guarantee draw the opt as a blue card, which I think is actually a fine play. I bounce this with Teferi, goes down to 2. I block the elemental. See the Pyromancer kills the Teferi, or I can trade off with the Pyromancer and let my Teferi go to 1. Or I can just take up the Teferi here. I do need to get this Sophie going though. Yeah, I can't really risk the Teferi dying, I don't think. I'll put the opt on top. So it's a blue card. I'm gonna take up Teferi and pass. think I just cycle here. Make the 2-2. Yeah, cycle makes the 2-2. I guess Brennan 6 would kind of suck here, but I think I'd counter that anyways. Yeah. The classic triple 3-2. That is the classic. You are correct. Man, I think I have to bounce the elemental. I wish I didn't draw so many lands. Yeah. God damn it, dude. This is so unfortunate. I drawed one spell and 6 draws. It's pretty awful, right? I don't even know what I can draw here to get out of this. My draws have been so awful. I guess a cryptic. Or Archmage's Charm. I think Archmage's Charm would do something. That's not it. We needed that a long time ago. Need some card advantage. I like need something. 5 mana to fairy. I think that's the best draw. You know, that's actually the best draw, you know? The 9th land. I think that's the best draw for us. That's funny. really fun and interactive Magic, you know? Do they have nothing in their hand either? I mean, they haven't played a Nib or Bring to Light. I mean, most of my deck is shut off due to this thing, though. There's not a real way in my deck to get rid of it. They did discard double Lightning Helix earlier, so maybe they don't have a removal spell. They do. So obnoxious, man. We actually had a chance there if we hit something good. I guess we need to hit like another Planeswalker. Never mind. Alright, well, I guess GG. Not really a GG though, like we just drew infinite lands. Dear lord. This like matchup is pretty strong too, but it just doesn't matter when you draw this many lands. I guess like I could have not blocked with the shark, but I mean, what are the odds of them drawing the 4th land and then having specifically Red and 6 plus Assassin's Trophy? I think that's too late. I think if we drew it earlier, we would have had a chance. If we drew it off the Jace, I think we had a chance. Alright. That was the most depressing 3-2 ever. Starting off 3-0 and then just like drawing poorly / our opponent's drawing extremely well. But I'm just really salty because of the sequence of things that happened in that last game. Just drawing infinite lands. Drew 11 spells across 23 cards in a 24 land deck. The deck feels good as long as this doesn't happen. I think round 4 it was possible that I messed up in game 3 somewhere along the way. I could have won that game, but they just kind of like drew the counterspell when they needed it, drew the path when they needed it, drew Teferi when they needed it, and I didn't really catch a true break. They drew more force negations than we did, which makes a mirror really hard because it means that they can just jam all day and there's not much I can do about it. But I guess making our money back is better than losing it all.